Hey everybody, it's me, Alex Grieve, better known as IB Crazy. Now I know a lot of people are afraid of that spinning prop being very close to their hand on launch. And after watching what happened to my buddy Doug's hands when it got caught in the prop, well, I understand why. That's a spinning knife blade back there, and I really don't want my hand that close to it either. So for you guys who are flying the dual boom pusher airplanes such as the Spectre, the Wraith, and the Banshee, there's an alternative method that keeps your hand well clear of that spinning prop. The method I'm referring to is called the Discus Launch. The way it's done is to simply grab the plane by the wing and chuck it like a disc. Now you don't want to flick your wrist at the end of the throw because you don't want this thing to spin out. But you just want to guide it about 15 to 20 degrees up in the air, give it a good chuck, and it'll climb out. Now why am I using this plane? Because it's grossly overweight and terribly underpowered. It's carrying 3 complete FPV systems, and it's got a tiny little itty bitty motor and a really big heavy battery. Yet, it'll still launch just fine. So, let me show you how to do the discus launch. Place the airplane, wing tip on the ground. You can go behind you or straight to the side, I say about 45 degrees. Throttle up and chuck out. So, here's how it's done. Again, wingtip on the ground, stand sideways to the plane, you're going to bring your arm across your body and straight out. Do not flick your wrist at the end. So, here we go. Throttle up. Alright, another variant of the discus toss is the forearm toss. Instead of grabbing the plane at the wingtip, leaving it at the ground and chucking it in the air, instead we're going to give it a forehand toss, grabbing it right here on the wing. So again, it's thrown like a disc, but when you release, pull your hand, open your wrist up, and bring it upward. Let me show you how it's done. Now there's an alternative launching method to which I just showed, the discus launch, and that's to simply launch without the motor spinning. Now the problem is that, well, a lot of planes will roll over and stall when you start the motor, but any plane with a forward swept wing shouldn't have that tip stall tendency. And even this fat, overweight plane with all the video gear on it can still do it. Let me show you how it's done. And there you have it, folks. 3 different ways to launch your Spectre, your Banshee, or your Wraith, and to keep your hands clear of that spinning prop. I'm IB Crazy. Keep 'em flying.